Hello, Richard.
Greetings, Gary. How are you?
I'm brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, well, thank you. It is all you, my friend. I am grateful.
Hello to everybody on Richard's channel, and pleased to meet you all.
um, it's because it's my first collab. So, okay, I was like waiting on you to give the intro, but since you say it's on my channel, greetings, world and family. I am Richard here with my beloved new friend, Mr. Gary. And today's going to be our very first collaboration together. And we are loving the title of our segment that it looks like we will be doing several here and there moving on into the future. And we are loving, and you could write in the comments, rocking Pandora's box. Ow, love you back. So, how are you, my friend?
Very good. Thank you very much.
Good, and I think you came up with some beautiful conversations for us to share to the world today.
I think we have, and with you doing your pendulum and your cards, then hopefully we can have a look at and jump into some woo and kick Pandora's box properly open.
I love it. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. But first, a little bit of sip of coffee. Cheers, world. I love you. Yum, yum, bubble gum.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to burn a little bit of feel good, some dragon's breath, while I listen to you with well, whatever you want to throw at me.
Right. Well, on Saturday, Richard uploaded a video regarding the Strawman and Donald Trump, who had done an executive order to go back from paper straws to plastic straws. And obviously, Donald doesn't do anything without a reason, generally. Um, but also, it's the USAID, US Aid, we'll call it, a NGO, non-government organisation that has been messing with us for many, many years. Now, I had a bit of an epiphany last night where USAID has been spending a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
more perhaps than the national debt of America. So where are they getting that money from? What if they were stealing the money out of our strawman accounts?
I think so.
What do the cards say, Richard?
Let's go. Let's see. It didn't take long, right? I didn't even have to question my higher self. But look at this now, holding the world in your hands in the 11th portal, creating a new world across the sea. So that one jumped out. So it does look like, in regards to your question, Gary, that yes, this was a long time in the planning. They decided to take what was rightfully ours in their hands in this 11 portals to create things in their own benefit. It feels like thievery. Is that a word? Thievery?
Oh, yeah. Theft.
Myself in Oversoul Universe. Tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regards to what my buddy here, my rocking buddy, has just asked as a question regarding USA and the thievery, the money. I want to see everything. I want to see it all. All right, let's rock and roll. So the first one was the Two of Wands. Now you know what? Because I am so small here for me, I like to look good for you without my glasses, but I can't see. So I need my eyeballs. Okay, so we had the Two of Wands. Now we got the Page of Wands. Very fiery. This is new beginnings. High hopes, probably high hopes for them because it's very youthful. Then we go to, wow, the Elixir of Life, Alpha, the Ace of Cups. These are all great cards, but these are great cards, I believe, Gary, for them at the beginning where they were taking, okay? In the now moment, look at this chaos. This is now what they've created out of War Ring. Everyone's stepping on their feet, on their face, on their eyeballs. You can't build with this. This is warring, outer warring.
And that could now be what we're now seeing with Trump doing the executive orders with the straw man and shutting USAD.
Absolutely, buddy. That
Yep.
is exactly what is happening, because this is all in regards to them, the creeps, right? At the heartbeat, I know you love the lovers, huh? Because there is so much significance, and Gary, you have brought attention to me that there is more to the lovers than just being like, of course, the Gemini sign or Garden of Eden, or like soul aspect merging with the flesh aspect or the avatar. It is more than twin flame. But see, we got this angel up here, right? With the duality, like you love to say, of the wings. So this could all be part of like a matrix simulation. Okay, this is very new to me, the Matrix, but I do resonate to it. Would you like to explain to the family? Because I don't want to screw up the way you explain the duality of the wings of the pillars.
Yeah. Well, for me, we have the head of the beast at the top of the card. We then have the two wings, which in the matrix of the electromagnetic realm, when you have iron and you put a magnet through, the magnet will firm out two wings. And so this is our energy. This is the energy of us being used by the head of the beast, and then the duality of the female, the twin aspects of us grounded at the bottom. So we are the negative, and that is the positive charge in which it all works.
I absolutely love this, and it goes again with the tutorial field. Yes, there is a connection to this, which is what Gaia is, which is what we are. Yes. All that energy. This is like
our hearts produce a huge toroidal field, don't they?
Yes.
Comes out and around, looks like cut an apple in half, and that's your toroidal field, with the center of the apple where the hips are is your heart.
I love that. Thank you. Like I'm so glad you took over, because there's no way I was able to explain it in your way. But see, this is the heartbeat right now. So there is major changes. And with these changes that the whole Dodge and Trump and Elon Musk and, creating all that chaos to the ones who have enslaved us, like Gaia is back online with her tutorial field. She's out of her slumber. She's loud, proud, online, and ready to put her FU boots and start kicking. Moving on, look what is coming back to the people. The meek will inherit the earth. So yes, this has got to do with the straw man. It's got to do with Trump's banning like paper straws. Like all that was a con. But this is speaking extreme volumes, Femi. What we've been waiting for since, because I see it in the comments, okay? I'm tired of waiting. I'm exhausted. This is the very next card. This is like, I'm not sure it's going to be called Nazara Jazara or however. I saw comments of people calling it something of a wealth. Do you know the title? Trump says something about a wealth redistribution.
Yeah, he calls it the golden era, doesn't he?
Well, yes.
Yeah,
yes, he does.
It is.
But there's another title I saw in the comments, which I forget, which I think resonates to what we expect of Nazara Jazara. Yeah. But regardless, this is like a balance, a rebalancement, a generosity, and definitely the meek will inherit the earth.
It's a revaluation, isn't it? It's a revaluation of many things, not only monetary-wise, but our perceptions and expectations in society.
Absolutely. Absolute vodka. And it's all in regards to secrets, okay? This is the future. So secrets unbeknownst to most. Because with this sword here, this is really hidden knowledge. You're either praying, you're in a coma, you're meditating, and you're searching for an answer. These are the secrets, okay, that these creeps...
Something that strikes me, Richard, is what color is that sword?
Silver. Oh, and silver is going way up as we speak.
Yes.
Isn't it? We've been waiting again for all those exhausted and tired. Everything's coming full circle because silver's finally coming up. And I did read that it's getting harder, even more hard than gold to get.
Yes,
is that
absolutely.
accurate?
Yeah, 100% accurate.
Okay,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on then. Look at that, the creeps, the devil card. Time to break those shackles right here. Oh my God, secrets about enslaving us with these bloody shackles. We're putting all the creeps in here. Rothschild, the Vatican, the royals, the deletes. Yes, I said deletes. And then we go to the last ninth and final card. Look at that. Restoration Alpha. Okay. Goldback system, a grant to the universe. This, for a question like that, for the ninth and final card, you can't get any better. I love it. So, you know, Gary, I have to go do my clarifiers. So let's just wrap it up fast on this. Okay, so we do have a lot of off-world aids here to rebalance. For me, as a reader, this is about nostalgia and being generous, but I've always seen since the very first time I picked up a tarot deck, this one as a giant, this one as a mortal-sized human. So to me, my download was off-world energy, coming to be generous. All the cups talk about emotions, filled to the brim with flowers, and that thrives. Because I've seen the future, Gary, Femian world, and it thrives, it blooms, it's plush. Australia is going to be so gorgeous because I keep all the time getting downloads of Australia growing and found gold.
Yeah.
So look, as above, so below, as within, as without, to the heartbeat of our clarifying. So, you know, I mean, this could also be like a movie being played out and coming to an end. Because if we're going to talk about such questions as US aid and what the Trump army is now doing to dismantle, it is a movie. The magician would be in a governmental political question for that. And then, oh yes, because everything is so confusing with the Seven of Cups. Illusions, delusions, smoke and mirrors, leaving everyone highly complex. So in the future, as we move on, regular, I don't know what to say, because I never want to use like an insultive word for people who are not as awake I'll just use sleepers. They're going to be more perplexed. Will be perplexed, but not as much as them, right? And look what I have in my golden right away. The movie is coming to an end, but let's do my golden major arcanas. Okay, so 2 flew out. Please hold. I will be back. Flip the hair and look at this. We got justice with a karmic punch. We got judgment. Oh, you've been naughty, haven't you? Well, something's coming for you because judgment. And now I'm getting a download because I just read this, Gary and Femian World, that Trump is making an executive, a new one, about all those who have done harms to little ones will be punishable by. And I say all good for that. Okay, you don't put a parasite on a court system or make like a big, no, you exterminate. It's infesting your house, you exterminate. And then we end with the happiest card of the tarot deck, the sun. Woohoo! Goldback system, golden age. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Well, that's brilliant. So that does mean that, unfortunately, our Strawman accounts are our trust funds that we are not beneficiaries of. The beneficiaries have been using that money for nefarious, dark purposes. Yes. All our lives, and that's how they've funded themselves. So in effect, our own money has funded our own downfall.
Yes,
a third party.
Absolute. I could not even say it better. Thank you for that, because you are right on. And I don't know really when it started. Like in our reality, we're gonna absolutely put the Rothschild monster industry like at the lead of our existence. Now, of course, like I'm sure you agree with me, Gary. I mean, good and evil has been from the beginning of time. Where is the Sumerian times and time and space linear time? I have no idea. But there was a great infiltration within our Matrix are organic simulation and goes way back, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 4000 BC, around that period of time, is when I think we
See,
had
I
the
love your minds, right? Like,
change.
this guy, okay, he does so much researches, my family. And, Gary had contacted me just but a few weeks ago to do like a one-on-one conversation on Zoom, and we hit it off. And I love his brain. His brain is like a different way because, as he says, as you say, and I don't think I'm saying anything bad, but he's a little dyslexic, so his
Very.
brain works very differently. And I think it's like a perfect matchup for rocking Pandora's butt.
Absolutely.
All right, next question, my buddy.
Okay, so if the straw man has been used,
Yes.
the straw man, or our straw man bonds, or how can I put it? The birth certificate, when you're born, you have your bottom of your foot print taken and put on the birth certificate.
And they send it to the Vatican, don't they?
But they've taken the sole of your foot.
Oh my God, the soul. Look, that's what I mean about Gary's brain. You rock my world, buddy. Oh my God, go on.
So they've taken your soul and they've put it on a piece of paper and they've sent it to the Vatican. That, in my opinion, I don't wish to upset anybody, but in my opinion, do not represent the person they proclaim to represent. So they represent something else altogether, which is stuff we can get into perhaps another time.
You mean the Vatican? Is that what you mean? Well, yes, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. But the Vatican hold our trust funds and then settle them off onwards. So this goes back to the 1666 Cestui Act, or Cestui Act. And so if the Vatican are the ones who have held our trust funds, they have then sold them on somewhere else to make the money. So that means that we have the Rothschilds or the Rockefellers, or currently BlackRock and other organizations, Smart Street, Vanguard. So are these the companies that are slushing the money of our straw man back into USAID?
Already, my download is a big fat yes to this. I will do cards. I could use pendulum. I had the star card there that flipped. Let's see. Okay, so in regards, higher self, oversoul, and universe, please answer my buddy Gary's question right here. Yeah. You know, Vanguard, BlackRock, creeps, big fat creeps. But they're already dismantled, right? We are aware of this. Huh?
I think they're on the way to becoming so, but because of the amount of money that they have access to, they're still a very dangerous snake. That they may have had the fangs pulled out, but they still bite you.
Right. I feel it's very lessened, but let's see. Okay, so we're talking about strategies here with the Seven of Swords, right? You're planting your swords in the ground, looking, oh, where am I going to plant the next one? How does this look? Does it make sense? It's a strategy. Then we got, look, your buddy, the lovers here again. And then we move, oh, but look, it's already been dismantled, because if we're going to talk about BlackRock, the creeps, the swamp, this is my white hat, my trump card, the Dodge. Okay, I'm adding Dodge into him right now because that's a big thing right now. So it's already been dismantled. Right now, look, we're already back from war victorious. The answer is a yes, but I feel, oh, but heartbeat, we're confused. And the world is confused. I get emails all the time about people like, oh, I'm not too sure about Trump anymore, or Elon, or are they devil and AI? But number one, guys, like, these are all 2.0s or 3.0s and all that, but they're run by the good militia, the white hats, who work hand in hand with the alliance. So boots on the ground, boots in the ether. But needless, regardless, Right now, everyone's very confused about your question right now. We don't know what we're looking at. Everything is flipping around. So you look at this, it becomes that. And so you're perplexed. Moving on, we do have, it's come to an ending. Okay, so yes, we're back from war. We're very perplexed. So you would be right. There is still some venom in them, but that's the next card. We are here right now. Okay, so great work has been done in the now moments. We're back from war. It's still confusing. Next is a surrender. Okay, well, surrender. It's dropping everything, grueling to the ground for it to roll downhill. Tens are endings in order to have a rebirth. Let's look at the future. Okay, so a lot of people are going to be sad with what they discover. This is a third wheel party, a stick in the wheels. And what does the creeps do? They've been in our hearts bringing sorrow. They've been the stick in our wheels. They've stopped us from thriving. They've stolen from us. Then we move on. We're coming out of the slumber of the dark night of the soul, very enlightened with information, Gary and Femi. But this is also an off-world energy. So you know what? I keep repeating myself like a broken vinyl record, but there's no escaping, okay? Off-world and boots on the ground are working hand in hand. And right now, the worst has been done. People who did not want to listen to us way back before the pandemic or even before, this is for them a lot, okay? I mean, because this is a double, triple whammy card. Okay, so for the deletes, it's very heartbreaking, but they've been in our way in order to stop us from thriving. But we're getting the aha moment, the awakening, sponsored by Alliance. And then look, again, we end with a rebalancement and generosity, a back to the people where the meek will inherit the earth. All right. Oh, no, I need my clarifying, Gary. People are really stressed right now. Nine of Swords. Swords is an air element. It's about information. There is so much popping. I can't keep track. If anyone can keep track of what's going down right now, it's my Gary. Okay? I've seen your brain. But me, I have a really hard time. So people right now are stressed, but this is blown out of proportion stress. Okay? You don't need to stress that much. Heartbeat. Okay, so we got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. He's a little wishy-washy. He can take 2 steps forwards, 1 step back. He does have his heart on his sleeve. And there's a substance in there. There's a substance in there. So exaggerated stress. So I guess, let me see what the third one is. All right, a recollaboration, new hands are shaking, new deals, emotion. We're talking a lot. Yeah, right now, it's an emotional status. Okay, that's in people's minds. And that's why, you know, there's like that back and forth right here with this guy. But there are new collaborations happening here. See, like I do see it like handshake. I do see like, I see this as an off-world feline Lyrian energy. We're also talking about the health system. So there's much, okay? There's much that people are going to do. Like substances taken from others, or health system. Like, you know, there's a lot of stress. There's a lot coming in the news right now. Golden Major Arcanas, we are going into the Age of Aquarius, off-world energy, healing, rebalancing, purifying. And that was the underdeck. And let's see right here, Gary. All right, so for the second special appearance today, we got the Hermit.
Divine guidance. Divine guidance.
Divine guidance.
See that. It's lighting the way. It's our
Yes.
higher self showing us the true destination.
I see it also like a lighthouse for the sailors at sea in the fog, right?
Yeah.
Like
Brilliant
that kind
analogy.
of energy. Around secrets, illusions, smoke and mirrors, lies, death. And there's my Gary's pillars there about duality. And there's 2 dogs. Dogs are, again, duality. I know you have a hard time seeing because it's so shiny, but the dogs would seem like the feral side of each individual and the domestic side. It is a duality. And one more. We're going to go here. Whoop. We got 2. Okay. Okay. So we got the hermit coming out of the slumber, enlightened. Then we got in regards to secrets, illusions, smoke and mirrors, and passings and death. Then we got, because we've been uncomfortable for a very long period of time, getting enlightened, very similar energy with the aha moment, I mean, okay? But then look, this one decided to poke out again. Healing, Age of Aquarius, rebalancing, smooth going on for the future. It is the golden era. There's no getting away from it. If anyone doesn't like the expression, well, I question, so this is glorious.
I mean, the only advice I can give from the cards, which they're showing consistently, is we are watching a movie playing out.
Yes.
And when we go to the movie theatre, although we may be absorbed by the film, we're not emotionally involved in that film.
That's right.
And so, if you can observe without being emotionally drawn into the film as almost an observer of what's going on, you will fare much better than anybody else will who's fully invested in the outcome.
I love your brain. I think I got a crush on your brain. Like, you're able to, yes, that is exactly what it is. Look at it for what it is. Don't get emotional. Don't get your emotions create like tentacles around you to bring you down, because then if you do that, you can create a reality. And right now yes, we are evolving.
Yeah.
But right now the time shifts are like a ping pong machine. Bing, 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 bing. What you focus on, you attract.
Yes. We create our own reality tunnels.
Yes.
And if you're bringing in fear, it's one of the strongest and most powerful energies you can have, which is why the controllers have always put fear into everybody, and why they put fear into everything, which is what the news is about, to then create that loosh that they can feed off, and then you're more easily controlled by the system.
And and then you actually create what they wanted, because they're soulless, so they need to put the fear in us. So we create their desired version of like the creep system, the swamp.
Yeah, we are the creators, and they can't, as you say, create anything.
I agree with you on that.
So if by our fear and our observations being emotionally attached, we will then create the reality they want, not the reality we want.
And now we're awake online like Gaia is, and no more. I mean, you guys are creeps. You're dumb. We're awake now. You're done. Bye-bye, freaks.
I mean, I'll go on a quick tangent, but many years ago, I was shown something by Source, and it was the ending.
The ending?
The ending.
Okay.
And we win. There's no doubt. And this goes back to something called Project Looking Glass.
I know this, yeah.
Yeah. And Project Looking Glass was actually shut down in 2012 because the elites could not change the outcome.
Let's call them the deletes.
Yeah, the dumb elites.
Dumb elites.
So
I love that.
The dumb elites couldn't change the future, but what they could do is make it as hard as possible for us as we go through. And so what we're seeing is the outcome, I believe, is certain. The golden era, and the cards show it, pendulums show it, and I strongly believe so. But what we have is the twists and turns of the journey. We have the twists and turns of the fool's journey, of the tarot cards that we must go through to spiritually grow to the point in which we can accept the end of the tarot card.
I love that. Beautifully said. Absolutely. And there's no evolution, or maybe that's not the word I want, but we all understand what I mean by evolution, right? Spiritual evolution. We have to wake up, come out of that slumber. We have to be made aware of what was, and not go, oh, woe is me, in a pity party. It's like, no, like this is never going to happen again. So we have to really know. And what we think we know, we don't know it all.
That certainly is with my journey. The more I've learned, the more I realise how little I know.
Yeah.
You know, you, you you know, you're scratching the surface, constantly scratching the surface, and if you're lucky, you get thrown a bone.
You remember when we were kids, we had those scratch and sniffs? I just had a vision of that.
Okay, one last reading, I think. Now that USAID has had its funding cut, we're going to see, I believe. I mean, USAID was actually giving Bill Gates lots of money.
Yes.
The health services or the biolabs in Ukraine and all sorts of such like that. Now, Trump has put RFK Jr. into a position where he can, I believe, make a difference. Now that the US aid has had its legs cut away from itself, does that now give RFK Jr. and the Trump administration the opportunity to really make a change for the health of not only America, but the ripple effect going across to Europe, obviously Canada, Australia, New Zealand? Are we?
Africa,
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. You know the Western ripple going all the way and coming all the way back.
Well, already I know the answer is yes, but let's see what my higher self wants to share with the cards. My glorious rocking Gary. Higher self oversoul in universe. You heard Gary. Tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regard to this glorious question. Gary's question. One more shuffle. All right, let's see. Let's rock and roll. All right, first in line. Oh, I need my eyes. All right, so, oh, look at this. Hi ho, silver to the rescue. That is the white hats coming in really rapidly. And Sorens is also about information. Then the King of Swords. So already your answer is a yes. I can stop it there, but let's move on. Then, okay, because you guys know as you get to watch my readings, usually when I talk about Trump and the White Hats, it's the Emperor, but I also have the King of Swords, wands. So that's him here and what he stands for. Moving on. Oh, something has come to an end. Something very grueling, ready to drop. Tensor endings in order to have a rebirth. Heartbeat. There he is. So I got Trump twice here. This is the heartbeat. Not only is it Trump, but it is creation. Divine masculine energy. Some of you call him God. I call him the creator.
Yeah, the creator for me as well.
Yeah, we're back from war, victorious, and all the villagers are celebrating us head on. Oh, I love it. Future. Okay, so there's again, this one keeps popping out. A lot of people are going to be confused. A lot of us are confused, and the ones who are awake are already confused. Like I repeat myself, there's so much going, it's hard to keep like on track of what's going on. We're not
It's
all
the smoke and mirrors,
here.
isn't it? It's the smoke and mirrors of what they've done.
It's smoke and mirrors.
You know,
absolutely a smoke and mirrors, my buddy. And again, okay, people are going to be stressed, but this guy says it's exaggerated stress. Again, like Gary said, you know, like be careful, you know, on what you focus on. Don't get lost in the negative aspect and get those tentacles wrapped around your soul to lower your frequency. Exaggerated stress. Last night and final card. So it's all an illusion. Gary just said it's smoke and mirrors. So we don't need to stress. It's confused. Look at this last row here. Okay. For the future, a lot of smoke and mirrors, confusement, it's exaggerated stress, and then we get again smoke and mirrors for a second time. It's been a lie, all of it. Clarifiers. Oh, the king of, oh, this is my Gary card. Remember Gary? Okay,
yes.
Because Gary's the one who said the information. And as an intuitive, as a card reader, I can, and I do give special cards to different people. And yesterday we had a trial before this video, and I told Gary, you're the king of pentacles. And since I'm collaborating with him today, look at him That's him. I love it. And then, oh, look, the 1111 portal. We are ready to cross to another dimension, high celebration, such as graduation, as marriage. Whenever, Femi, you got this size and weight of a reef, this is no big deal. Okay, this is crossing over to a new density. Last is we're just waiting for our ships to come in. The
Beautiful.
plans have been done. We're just waiting.
Beautiful cards.
I still have to do my golden though.
Of course.
Oh, look who's under deck. The Emperor. So that's 3 times. So what Trump stands for, like not just him, but say the movement, okay? Yeah. Dodge, all that. And now I really forget what your question was, but is it resonating to what you asked?
Yeah. It's about US aid, the funding stopping with Gates and such like, and the change that RFK Jr. and the team are going to have on us, all of us, the ripple effect coming from that.
So the answer is absolutely yes, and this one flew on the floor. Justice with its karmic punch. There's I love this one. And let's take 2 more. And then we got our lovers again, your favorite friend. And we end with healing yet once again as a final card. The Age of Aquarius. Femi, this is where we're at right now. The cards, you know, I mean, you can't make this up. I'm always ending with healing, a rebalancement. This is the golden era. Woo!
It's the balancing of the yin and the yang, finally, isn't it?
It really is.
It really is. And the last card with the healing card, when we're asking the question about health, really does nail it, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And I love this Make America Healthy Again. And like, okay, so you did ask also, like, is it going to move across? It's absolutely across Gaia. I've been reading for different countries for some time. I know, I'm sorry, some of you have asked me, but times are, I can only pump one video a day, my Femi. But it's worldwide. It's not just the United States of America or the Americas or however it's, and I also see there will be no more borders in the future because this is how it is. And Honey C. Golden had said this, and I totally agree. One day soon. Oh, where are you from? Oh, Canada. No, I'm from planet ship Earth.
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah. Well, Richard, we have 1.5 minutes left, and that's
we do
perfectly.
Can you show the world how, like, your pendulum swings? Because I bragged about you.
So this is my pendulum, and so give me a yes.
Look at this, guys. Look at this. It's a freight train.
And give me a no.
Oh my God, you're so, I love it, love it, love it. So there you go, Femi, you know, the pendulum you activated with your higher self. For me, yes is forward and no is side to side. And I don't know, I'm searching data, goes in circle. But look for Gary, it's so different. But you know what I love? It's a freight train energy that it's so cool to me. So never give up on your pendulum. You connect. You can grab anything, like any necklace around your neck. It doesn't have to be a star-bought pendulum. Although I love my Elaine because that was a gift from my beloved Elaine. But usually they're just necklaces I use.
They are. Well, it's been lovely chatting to you. Blessings to your lovely, lovely, lovely channel. All your lovely people that follow you. Blessings. And I'll catch up with you another time, hopefully, Richard.
I love you, buddy.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. I love you back. Ciao, babies.
Bye, everyone.